Hello, thank you for joining me. The question here under bearing says, from the diagram below, find the bearing of x from y. That is the bearing of this side, this point x from this point y. Now, for us to solve this, it is very important that in bearing we make use of our cardinal points. It will help us to see parallel lines that are very necessary. So let me draw a cardinal point here so that it will make it easy for us to understand. So I can draw a cardinal point here. That is the north-south line. And then another one here to give us the east-west line. So I simply draw this like this. In the same way, I'll also draw the cardinal points also at this point y so that we can also see parallel lines that we need. So let me draw this north-south line and then also draw the east-west line, which is this line. Now that I've done this, we can now see alternate angles because this will help us to get our parallel lines. Don't forget, this is the east line, this is the north, this is east, this is north, this is west, and this is south. Take note of these cardinal points. Now, this is the west line. This line is parallel to this line, which is the east line here. So these are two parallel lines. Now, we have this transversal line joining the two parallel lines. You can see from this point to this point. So that would tell us that this angle here, this full angle here, is alternate to this 60 degree. Don't forget, alternate angles are Z angles. When you have something like this now, when you have parallel lines like this, this angle here is alternate to this angle here. And that is exactly what I'm showing you here. So this angle here is alternate to this 60 degree angle here. So with that now, since this angle is 45, that is a portion of the total angle, this is 45. Then this remaining side, because the whole angle is 60, don't forget this is 60 and this is 60, alternate angles are equal. So if this angle is 45, then this remaining place to make it a total of 60 will be 60 minus 45, and that will give us 15 degrees. So this angle is 15 degrees. This small angle here is 15 degrees. So now let's come back to this line. This line is also parallel to this line. They are parallel line. This line is also parallel to this line. So you can also see Z angle there. So if this is 15, then this angle here will also be what? 15, because they are both alternate angles as well. So this angle is also 15 degrees. So this is 15. Hope you are getting it. Now, look at this angle here, 50 degrees. This east line and this line here too, they are also parallel lines. So this line is parallel to this line. So if this is 50, that means this angle here will also be what? 50 degrees. So this is 50 degrees as well. So now, even though this 50 degrees is not really necessary, but I just want you to understand that this is 50 and this is also 50. So these two angles are alternate angles. Now let's go to the question again. It says find the bearing of point X from point Y. Now when you are looking for bearing, the question usually say find the bearing of one point from another point. So the question says from point Y. So this point that is from, so don't forget this is very, very important because this is where you measure your angle from. So from point Y to X. Now we have to say to X. So what you measure from Y to the point joining the X and Y. So this is the method I usually give to students to make it easier to understand. We are looking for the bearing of point X from point Y. So you have to start measuring from Y, the part that has this word from. You have to start measuring from that Y, and then you measure the angle to the line XY. That is the X and the Y together now. So the line that join the X and Y together, you measure angle from the Y and you get to the line XY, joining them together. So that means our angle to measure here, when you are measuring angle, you start from the north pole. Don't forget this is the north pole. So this is point Y. So you start from this north pole and you measure until you get to where? The line XY that join them together. So we are stopping at this line. So now, for us to measure that, you agree with me that each quadrant is 90 degrees. So that means once you have a quadrant like this is 90 degrees, this angle is 90, this angle is 90, this angle is 90. Each of the quadrants is 90 degrees to make it a total of 360. So from here to this point is 90 degrees. From here to this point is another 90. That makes it a total of 180. So let me write it so that you see it. 90, this is this first part, 90 plus this second one is also 90. So let's say plus 90 plus this third one from here, that's from this south pole to this west. From this one to this is another 90 degrees. So we have another 90 degrees. And then finally, lastly, to reach the line XY, you put this 15 together. So plus 15. Hope you can see the way I added the values. So we are measuring from the north pole of point Y, and then we go round up to the line that join X and Y, the line XY. Don't forget that is what you do. So we have taken this 90 plus another 90 plus another 90, and then finally we are adding this last 15 degree, this angle here, which is 15. So that will give us the total angle for the bearing of X from Y. And adding all these values together is going to give us 90 plus 90, 180 plus 90, 270. 270 plus 15 will give us 285 degrees. So the bearing of point X from point Y is 285 degrees, and that's the final answer. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and join this page for more videos. Thank you for watching.